It's cooking with Scott the fucking truck driver time and shit. I kind of had fun cooking with y'all, and I can't do it live, so I figured I'd throw you a little bonus video. I didn't plan this video this week. There's another video I have planned. I haven't got to it yet, but I'm gonna make one of the staples that I like for keto that kind of fulfills that Italian pasta niche a little bit. It's basically everything that would be in goulash for me without the fucking noodles. And you just eat that shit up with a fork. So let's go ahead and cook and shit. First thing I gotta do is set up shit. So that's always fun. So I gotta set my fucking table up and shit. And I just dropped this motherfucking table on my foot. Sucks. Yeah, I gotta get my track me, you motherfucker. So I got my handy dandy cooktop here. And then I got my fucking jackery. I know, there's all kinds of jokes that could be made about that. So, what I've been doing, putting the jackery on the driver's seat so that it's close enough to my cooktop for me to get shit done. Shit. So I got my cooktop set up. I just need my jackery. Feel like it should sit a little more flat. Plug this shit in. I'm at 96%, so that's good. And the power has kicked on there. So now I need to dig out my pan. Well, another thing I plan on doing is a minimalist purge, because I think I've accumulated a little too much shit in this little truck. So it's time for me to start fucking cleaning shit out. Now I just bought groceries today, so my fridge is pretty full. So I want to clean all this shit up here, because it's you know, I could probably get rid of this suitcase, and if there's some stuff that I just like haven't used that just needs to go. You know, I realize I'll be losing a little money that way, but in the long term it'll save me a lot of pain and suffering. So we got the fridge chock full of shit here, and I need to dig out. I need a bag of mozzarella, and I need my meat. I gotta get my eggs out though to get to my meat, which is fun. All this to get some meat action. But yeah, I got all my meat in a Ziploc bag. So yeah, playing with my meat. Sometimes you gotta play with your meat. Yeah. I'm just temporarily putting that shit back in there because I gotta get my ground beef up. It lost me. I gotta get my fucking ground beef out of here. So, fucking ribeye and shit in the bag of happiness, but today we're just gonna use this ground beef I bought. I don't think it's a full pound, but bought it at Walmart, so it might have E. coli. If you remember the recent news about that. But it's 80% lean, 20% fat, and it's 1 pound. 1 pound of meat. I'm gonna put this back in my fucking fridge. And I got my Rao's fucking low carb pizza sauce. It's 2 grams per serving. So that's 3 servings in here. So that's 2, 4, 6. I had to count on my fingers. It's been a long day. 6 grams of carbs if I use the whole jar. And I don't generally use, like, I'll probably use maybe a little bit of it, but that's gonna go in the trash because I don't like leaving that in the fridge for too long. So that's it. That's my 3 ingredients. Now I just gotta cook the shit, and yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah. All right. Everything's ready to go. I usually do medium heat, so I'll start preheating. Actually, no, I'll bring it down to about 250, and then hit start, and very quickly get my ground beef out of this motherfucker here. And no, it's probably not organic. And then slap it on there and stir it up. So there's that. A little bit of paper towel action. Just to get the excess blood and then sanitize my hands to kill all the bacterias and E. coli's on the ground beef. Let that dry while I let the beef heat up a bit, because I don't want to drip this shit on my fucking meat. Alright, now we're gonna start chopping this up. I am not a chef. I am not a professional fucking cook. And I already know I'm going to get comments with suggestions on how I fucked this up. But this is a quick, easy dish I've been making for a while on keto. Because one of my favorite dishes used to be the macaroni version of this. And all I did was take the fucking macaroni out. You could probably season this a bit, put some garlic, some shit in there, but I don't have any of that, so we're just gonna go with meat flavor and whatever seasoning's in the Rao's, which is pretty good. And I can't find Rao's anywhere but New York and Pennsylvania, it seems. So let me know if you're in a state that has it also that isn't those 2 states. We got a nice little layer of ground beef here. I splashed a little bit outside the fucking bowl. Sucks. This pan's a little smaller than what I normally make this in, so that'll be interesting. This will be the first time I've made this on the truck. Looks like it's cooking up good though. Yeah. I just kind of eyeball it. I don't really have a timer. So now I start flipping it over a bit. Because it's Walmart, I tend to cook it a little bit better. because of their reputation with the meat recall they had a few, like, I think it was a month ago. So I'm a little leery that I might get food poisoning, but you never know. But ground beef you should always try and cook. There's times where if it's organic and I think it's good, I'll take a chance and eat it a little bit raw, but not from Walmart. Plus this is definitely probably some factory farm shit. I didn't see any organic ground beef at Walmart. They had organic eggs though, so there's that. So at least the chicken periods are healthy. Jackery's down to 89%. So we're burning power pretty good. Burning 700 watts. So apparently if I set the temperature lower, I burn less watts. So that's something that I just learned today. If I want to save a little bit of power, I just cook at a lower temperature. But 250 should be plenty for this. And this is a very, very filling, satisfying dish. When I add the cheese to it, we're probably looking at a good 1,200, 1,300 calories in one meal. So, and then if I have a dessert, which I sometimes don't even have room for, which would be full-fat Greek yogurt today because I had a halo top earlier, so I don't want to overdo it on my carbs. So we're almost getting there. When I see most of the red starting to disappear, then I add the sauce. This is like, I bet you some of you are rolling your fucking eyes right now going, hey, is this guy for real? This is the dumbest cooking shit I've ever seen. But you guys asked me for this, kinda. I think during my last live stream you asked if I would do this regularly. I couldn't live stream this because I got a premiere lined up for tonight, so decided to just film it instead. Cooking on the truck. I'm in St. Louis again, but I'm on the other side of the border, so in East St. Louis, in Illinois, that area. And so I'm enjoying a little bit of extra time because my next load doesn't pick up till tomorrow at 4 p.m. and it's about 24 hours away, 22 hours away from when I emptied out. Alright, so this is starting to look pretty good. The rest will cook once I get the sauce and the cheese in there. So we're going to add the sauce next. So I'll probably add the rest of this. I don't know. I didn't have many carbs today. All I had was the halo top. So, and I allow myself a 50-gram carb limit. So it's all good. So sauce is in there. I'm going to just kind of stir it in a bit. And it'll mix with the grease and the juice. And I eat all of this goes in the bowl. I don't drain it or anything. I eat whatever's in here all the way to the end. Once I get the sauce kind of spread out, I'll start adding the cheese. Once I see a few bubbles welling up. It doesn't take long for the sauce to heat up. There we go. Now I let that simmer a little bit. We take the heat down another couple notches. Starting to bubble up a bit. Then I get ready to add my whole milk mozzarella cheese. So it looks like it's piping hot. Looks like. So let's put some of this in. And spread it out like a pizza. That should be plenty. About half the bag. which is probably about 400 calories just by itself. Now I know some of you can't do dairy, so you could probably skip that part, but then it kind of takes the fun out of it. And then as soon as the cheese melts, we're done. And I think we're getting there. Yeah. So I can go ahead and turn the heat off now. Oh, looks like I got some blood inside the bowl. That's not good. It's contaminated now, but hopefully pouring that hot shit in here will keep me from getting the plague. And we just pour it in without spilling it all over the place. That's not working out. Fuck. So, I guess what I can do, and I just start scooping. Then I'll pour the rest in once I get a lot less in there. I don't know if you noticed, but this is not vegan. Sorry to all vegans. I very offensively fucking cooked meat in front of you while idling my diesel truck. Alright, I think I can get the rest out without spilling it all over now. Definitely gotta wipe down some shit when I'm done. It's just sliding down. There we go. And then while that is hot, I'm going to use a couple of trees worth of fucking paper towels. Kind of get some of the shit out of here. However, there is some cheese melted on it. So I do have to wash this afterwards to get the fucking cheese off. It's the downside of cooking cheesy shit in here. Ah, shit. It's not no fucking brownie. Brownie wouldn't have stuck to there. Most of it's coming off. I'm still gonna wash it because it looks like there's little specks of shit in there. And then, as always, I got this thing to set this on to cool, like so. Put that off to the side there. And also want to wipe this off while it's still hot as well. But definitely less fun to clean up in the truck with this fucking melted cheese shit. So that's done. Now I gotta sit down and eat, which involves unplugging this, getting it the fuck out of the way. We made it down to 80% on the motherfucking power on the Jackery, so that'll probably only take maybe an hour or two to recharge, which I'll get to after. And I think I'm going to use plastic silverware to eat this with. And a new paper towel. The other one looks like a murder scene. And that is dinner. And it's also, should be noted, that this is very cheap to make. You know, you can generally, out of the jar of sauce, you could probably, if you were more sparing with the sauce, you could probably, you know, make 2 or 3 pounds of this, so you could eat it like every other day and save yourself a lot of money on ribeyes. And then, you know, it's a nice supplement. Like, basically I bounce between this, eggs, bacon, ribeyes, and occasionally cold cuts or dirty keto, like bunless burgers and shit out here. But I haven't done that. You know, it's mainly just what I buy at Walmart that I eat out here, and I'm saving a lot of money doing it that way too. Like literally 60-70 bucks a week on food. You know, I think today I spent $60 and I bought enough food to fucking last me probably till I go on home time on the 4th of July. So, yeah. I didn't put my carpet out like I usually do. But yeah, having a nice meal. Shit, see how it came out. It's cooled off a bit. Some good shit. Came out good. This is some mukbang shit. I'm not gonna do a full mukbang, but I'll let you really fucked up motherfuckers that like that shit. I'll take 2 bites, and if I get 1,000 likes on this video, I'll film mukbangs. Like, we'll have dinner together on the truck. But it has to be 1,000 likes. If you don't give me 1,000 likes, I'll never eat on camera again. Except maybe when I'm live. It's very satisfying and shit. Alright, if you want more mukbangs, smash that like button. 1,000 likes. You got a deal. Now I gotta wipe the fucking bowl out. I will say it sucks having to wash melted cheese off dishes out here. But I've got everything I need to do it. It's just not fun. I mean, you could get disposable bowls, and I do have some, but they're not this big. And I know this size will hold the 1 pound of meat and the cheese and the sauce and everything. So I just try and wipe it out as best I can before I wash it. Because I only have a limited amount of water. And I'll explain how I do fucking my dishes. I don't think I've gone through that with y'all. I showed you the setup, but I never show you how I actually do it. And I know that there's better ways of doing this. This is just what I came up with walking through Walmart to do dishes. Generally, it involves buying the 79-cent gallons of water. I generally buy like 3 or 4 of them at a time. And that supplies water for whatever I need on the truck. And then I just put a couple gallons in my little igloo thing, and then I have water. So let me, we're gonna put this fucking shit back here, if I can. use this to dry my shit. That's where I do dishes. These are all dirty. I try and clean the easy to clean shit first. I've got this dingy ass sponge. And I put some nice healthy Palmolive antibacterial bullshit on here. It's very important. Sometimes you gotta realize that you're literally watching me do dishes on fucking YouTube. Just saying. Just make sure you click that like button. So, get a little bit of suds going. Wash the coffee cup first and shit. Then when I rinse, first I get the shit off my hand, then I rinse it off. It's really that simple. You buy these little tubs in Walmart, and that's the simplest fucking sink system you'll ever see. And then when I'm done, I just dump it out. And some of you might be saying, you dump that in the parking lot? Yeah, I dump it out to cover up all the trucker piss that's in the parking lot, along with the oil and the diesel fucking shit and the coolant and all the other crap that's all over the fucking parking lot. Anything, it cleans up the area I gotta walk in outside my door. So, but yeah, I just dump it out when I'm done, and that's it. Probably gonna need more than 1 fucking gallon, because I got a lot of dishes today. So to save water, I kind of swirl it around in here and fucking let it run over the sides and then dump it out. So that way I don't use as much water as I could if I just kept rinsing and rinsing and rinsing. And by the time it dries and I wipe it down, it's usually pretty good. Plus, the soapy, sudsy water, that's why I wash the cleaner shit first. And I try and wipe everything down before I put it in here, because I can reuse the water that's in there to disinfect the dishes with the antibacterialness of the soap. And then I just wipe it out with paper towels. I do this with the coffee cup especially because I don't want any residue to be in my coffee in the morning. So. And these will be ready. This will be ready to go in the morning for me. Shit. And I've been doing it this way the whole time I've been out here. I haven't fucking died yet, or had to go to the hospital for stomach shit. My shit's been good, pretty regular now too. That I've been back on keto. I'm sure you wanted to know that. Hope you weren't eating while watching me eat, because that just ruined it for you. So that I'll just let dry. Now this thing's the fucking bitch of the bunch here. I might even want to soak that for a while. I don't know. I need to literally poke these holes out. Some shit. Which I have a tool for that. That's why I bought that. Where is it? That's why I bought this fucking thing. Gets in them holes really good. It's always important to get in the hole. Now, if you don't get it in the hole, you won't be finished. Isn't this fun? This is fucking fun and shit. A lot of effort. I realize why truck drivers get fat now, because at the end of your 14-hour day, this is not fun. This is the last thing I want to be doing at the end of my 14-hour day. But I want to be healthy, so you got to make that sacrifice. Now, I did watch Bob Wells do it, and I believe he used like some vinegar to disinfect or some shit. So I know I'm probably being a little bit inefficient with my water use. There is more efficient ways to do this. This is just, like I said, I threw together a system to do dishes on a Walmart trip, and this is what I came up with. And it's, I know, it gives me a lot more confidence in the cleanliness of the dish too. Because if you're not careful in this enclosed, hostile environment, you can grow some mold and shit, some viruses and some bacteria and some corona, and get sick. Contamination. Plus, you see me handling raw meat in here and shit, so it's kind of important. Clean my dishes. I don't care so much about the pan usually. If the cheese didn't melt, I'd just wipe that out and then put it away. And like I said, I wash that once a week because it heats up, you know, so anything on it'll die. But yeah, now we can put that in here. This will be the first time in a week I've washed this. And I'll just let that soak for a minute. And then that'll be that. I probably need to get some more water while I do that. Kind of low there. Let me go do that. Kind of pain in the ass to do this here. I don't really need the table anymore. I put my shit up top there. Shit. So I keep my water under the bunk. So there's that. Yeah, victory. Shit, wow, it's tracking the water. Woo. This tracking shit's shit. So this system here I got for my paper towels, I saw that in an Unstoppable Morgan video. You guys turned me on to her channel, so if you haven't watched Unstoppable Morgan, she's very entertaining. But I saw her do this in her Bronco, and I was like, you know what? I could just do this here. Problem is, this was unwinding during my travel, so I would just take it and stuff it like that in the side. Then they don't unwind no more. But this is a pretty good system for my kitchen here. Shit. So thanks, Unstoppable Morgan. Not that she's watching my shit. So I'm gonna put my water in while that's still soaking. And then of course these jugs make great fucking piss jugs. They'll last you a whole day and maybe a night before it's just too intolerable. Of course, you don't want these to spill with your piss in it, because that's bad. They're also great for tossing out the window if your truck is surrounded. Just saying. And as you can see, my faucet is hanging with bungees, and it's been doing a good job. I haven't had any problems with it bouncing out of place or anything like that. The top's a little bit of a pain in the ass to get back on. There we go. It's got a little like vent plug up here to make the water go and shit. A little bit of water in there, swirl it around and dump it. Gotta be careful because I've spilled with this before. So work your 14-hour day and cook yourself a meal. Shit. Now for the fun part. I make sure I don't dump it on anyone's head. There we go. Dishes are done. I use some of these excess paper towels to wipe this fucking thing out so it's nice and clean. And that is what I gotta do to eat dinner out here. Ribeyes are actually easier to cook than that, but it's not fun. But it'll save you a shit ton of money. And like I said before, it's fucking expensive to get this setup going. You could do it cheaper with propane if you're allowed to use propane in your truck, but that's not safe, so don't do it. I've never cooked in an enclosed space with propane before. Propane burner never happened. So, yeah, completely electric setup. It'll take me an hour to recharge the Jackery, and since it's hot out, I'm running the truck anyway. I can actually just run all my shit and recharge the Jackery at the same time, and that'll make everything fucking cool and shit. And I might have some yogurt for dessert, but to be honest, I'm pretty full right now, so I'm probably good. But if I want a snack, like I said in the beginning with keto, you want to fulfill cravings too. So if you're craving something sweet at the end, try and do it, but don't go over your carbs and shit. And full-fat Greek yogurt is a staple lower carb dessert. I mean, there's carbs in it. It's 9 grams per serving. But the other thing to keep in mind is the bacteria in the yogurt, the good bacteria, they often are eating them carbs for you. So, you know, you can almost count it as net carbs. But I haven't confirmed that, and I'm not a fucking expert. So if you like my shit and you want me to make more shit, please like and subscribe. You know, hit the bell too, because I'm doing live streams on YouTube now, and if you want to get premieres, and if you want to get notified, and I'm finding that the premieres are helping people find my video when I release it, because premieres tend to just pop up at the top of your feed if you're a subscriber, I think. I don't know. Let me know if you're having problems getting notifications for my premieres. or my live streams. Ooh. Also, head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com, sign up for my email list when I have my karaoke chats, or if I do anything off the platform of YouTube, I will post there. I will also be emailing you when the new form is ready for people to fill out who want to meet up with me out here. That way I have a database of where everybody is in the country, and if I'm in your area and I have some free time, those are the criteria. And you have a history of being on the channel. If I don't know you very well, you're less likely to get picked. I'll just put it that way. But if I've seen you around for years and you're on the live streams and you're in the comments all the time and stuff like that, I'll tend to favor those people first, as opposed to just random, hey, I saw you on YouTube and I subscribed, can you come visit? No, I want to just visit the people that have really been supporting the channel for a while and shit. But I'm working on that next week. Might get some of it done depending on weather, when I have my time off, or maybe tomorrow I'll start working on it. I don't know, but actually no, in a couple days, because I got to edit this video. But I should have that up and running after my home time. My next home time after South Dakota, which, by the way, for those of you who might be in South Dakota, I will be in the Rapid City, Black Hills area for the 4th of July weekend, hopefully, if they fucking get me there on time. And I'm heading to Wisconsin next, on this next load. So they should be able to get me to fucking South Dakota on time. I'm hoping. They were fucking with me a bit today. But, once that's done, I'm probably gonna take my next home time in New York, probably end of July or early August, and I'm not happy about going to New York, but I do have some things I need to take care of, and I'm gonna try and do some backpacking in the Adirondacks when I get back too. But the main mission for when I get back to New York is going to be to get the Prius into full-on camper mode. I'm going to take the front seat out and just really get it set up so that I can boondock with it and get out to the Adirondacks to test it out. That's kind of the goal for that home time. And to visit my friends and family as well. So, yeah, that's what I got on the plans coming up. And I do have another video coming soon about van life and minimalism and so on and so forth, because I got an opinion on some of that and shit like that. Oh, by the way, the media fasting. I successfully media fasted yesterday, today being Monday. Monday is my media consumption day, and I did go ahead and consume some media, and it's still fucked up. I don't have any warm fuzzies about it, but I did find it doesn't annoy me as much when I'm really starting to train myself to take everything I see on the media with a grain of salt. I will say today something interesting happened. I was in the truck stop fueling. This was in Missouri, and there was like six of us in line, and none of us had masks on. The cashier had a mask, but it was down under her chin. This mask-wearing, highly obese motherfucker comes storming past us and says, "All of you scum not wearing masks are traitors." So I responded with the first thing that popped to mind, an almost reflexive, very reflexive response on my part was I yelled out, "Suck my dick." And all of the other non-mask wearing tribe, they also were like, yeah. And then another guy, I had to tell the story to the cashier because she kind of needed to catch up with that whole interaction. So as I was telling that, another guy behind me says, "If he would have said that to me, I'd have punched him right in the fucking face." So yeah, the media's got motherfuckers acting crazy and being rude and being Karens, and I I can't fucking stand it. So, yeah. But still, more people not wearing masks than wearing masks, especially in Kansas City, which I hear is releasing is supposed to be trying to put a city ordinance in place to force mask wearing. And I can tell you, I'm almost comfortable enough to not wear masks at customers that I'm picking up and delivering to. Like, I get there, and if I see one motherfucker without a mask, then there's going to be two motherfuckers without masks. So, if you want me to wear a fucking mask, I will wear a mask when motherfuckers start driving the speed limit, stop breaking the fucking traffic laws, stop being pieces of shit on the road and trying to kill me every fucking day. Then maybe I'll be concerned on whether or not you can catch COVID from me because I didn't wear my mask. When you guys do all of that, with your fucking virtue signaling, the ones that are doing that, when I'm out here on the road and I go a full day without having to yell at somebody or say fuck you or any of the other things I have to do every day, that'll be the day I comply with the mask from the virtue signalers. I wouldn't hold your breath on this happening anytime soon. And fuck Cuomo! Have a nice motherfucking day! Shit.